Let's not pretend. Let's not start with a gentle, pious platitude. Let's start with the truth of a 3 a.m. panic, when the pain is a physical weight on your chest and the future is a black wall you're hurtling towards. In that moment, if someone whispered in your ear, "Rejoice in your suffering," your first, most honest, and most human instinct would be to punch them in the mouth. And you would be right too. Because in that moment, the suffering feels like death. It feels like you are being unmade, molecule by molecule. It feels like your soul is being shredded. The idea of finding joy in that is a grotesque insult, an absurdity, a lie. I want to honor that feeling, that raw, honest outrage, because it is real. The pain is real, the terror is real, and any spirituality that tries to bypass that, to slap a happy sticker on a gaping wound, is a cheap and useless thing. So let's stay there for a minute, in the truth of the pain, the feeling that something inside you is being annihilated. Because it is. Something is being annihilated. But what if I told you, and believe me, I fought this truth with every fiber of my being for years, that the part of you that feels like it's dying is not the real you? What if the thing being burned to the ground is the prison you mistook for your home? Before the fire comes, we all think we know who we are. We have a name, a chair, a family, a set of beliefs, a story. We build this me out of our successes and our failures, our roles and our relationships, our plans and our fears. This is the ego. It's not evil, it's just a ghost. It is a psychological construct we started building in childhood to help us navigate the world. It's our inner PR manager, our planner, our protector. Its entire job is to keep the story going, to keep us safe, to keep things predictable and under control. It's the part of you that thinks, if I'm a good parent, my kids will be okay. If I work hard, I will be secure. If I am a person of faith, I will be spared the worst kinds of pain. It whispers, I know who I am. I have a handle on this. This ego, this story of me, is who we think we are. We've worn the mask for so long, we've forgotten the face beneath it. And then suffering comes. Not a small inconvenience, but real soul-level suffering. A wrecking ball. And it doesn't just knock a hole in the wall of our life. It demolishes the entire structure. The job is lost. The diagnosis comes back. The person you love leaves. The faith you thought was solid evaporates into a cloud of doubt. And in the rubble, the ego panics. Because everything it used to define itself is gone. The story is over. The mask is shattered. Its world has ended. And because we think we are the ego, we think our world has ended. This is the crucial moment. This is the feeling of death. It is the ego screaming in terror as its illusion of control is exposed as a fraud. It is the storyteller weeping because its book has been burned. It is the ghost realizing it's a ghost. The pain of this is immense. It is a holy terror. But it is not the death of your soul. It is the death of an illusion. And there is a universe of difference between the two. The Christian mystics had a name for this agonizing process. St. John of the Cross, a man who knew a thing or two about suffering, called it the dark night of the soul. This isn't just a bad mood or a rough patch. It's a profound spiritual crisis where all the old comforts are stripped away. God feels absent. Prayers feel like they're hitting a brass ceiling. The heavens are silent. Your faith feels hollow. The beliefs that once sustained you feel like empty words. You feel utterly alone. No one seems to understand the depth of your desolation. The ego interprets this as the ultimate punishment. It whispers, "See, I failed so badly that even God has left me." But the mystics saw it differently. They saw it not as abandonment, but as a severe and radical act of love. They understood that it is God doing for us what we could never do for ourselves. He is prying our fingers off the false things we cling to so that we can finally be free to cling only to Him. He is weaning us off our addiction to good feelings, teaching us to love the giver, not just the gifts. He is burning away our theological certainty, our neat boxes for God, leaving only mystery. He is allowing us to come to the absolute end of our own resources, so we can discover a strength that is not our own. This is the refining fire, and it hurts. It feels like being stripped naked and left in the cold. But its purpose is not to harm you. Its purpose is to purify you, to burn away everything that is not eternal, everything that is not love, everything that is not the real, true you. So how do we do this? When we are in the fire, when the pain is overwhelming, what are we supposed to do? The answer is both infuriatingly simple and impossibly hard. You stop fighting. You stop resisting the reality of this moment. You stop pouring all your energy into the frantic, useless project of trying to make this not be so. This doesn't mean you become a passive doormat or that you don't seek practical help or medical care. It means you stop the internal war. First, you acknowledge the reality. Just name what is true. This hurts. I am in pain. I am afraid. I don't know what to do. Just that. No story, no blame, no catastrophic predictions. Just the raw, simple, honest truth of your present experience. This act of fearless honesty is profoundly grounding. Next, you doubt the storyteller, not God. Your mind will immediately start telling stories about the pain. It's my fault. It will never end. This means I'm a failure. These are the lies of the terrified ego. Your practice is to gently, lovingly doubt these stories, to see them as the mental weather they are. You can say to your own mind, I hear you. I know you're scared, but I don't have to believe your version of events right now. This is an act of deep faith, choosing to trust God's reality over your mind's panicked fiction. Then you find an anchor in the real world. When your mind is a hurricane, you need an anchor. The anchor is always your body and your senses because they only exist in the present moment. Feel your feet on the floor. Just the simple, solid pressure. Listen to the sounds in the room without labeling them. Focus on the physical sensation of your breath moving in and out of your body. This is your lifeline back to now. Finally, you surrender the why. The ego is obsessed with the question, why is this happening? It believes that if it can find a reason, it can regain control. But the deepest spiritual transformations often happen when we surrender the need to understand. When we can finally say from the depths of our being, I don't know why. And it's okay that I don't know. Lord, I trust you in the not knowing. This is the prayer of pure surrender. So what happens after the fire? After the ego's fortress has crumbled and its stories have been burned away, you are not destroyed. You are simpler, quieter, softer. The person who emerges from the other side of a true dark night is not the same one who went in. Your faith is no longer in your head, it's in your bones. It's not a set of ideas, it's a lived reality. You don't just believe God is with you, you know it because He was with you when you had nothing else. You become incredibly resilient. You're less afraid of life because you have faced the ultimate fear, the feeling of your own annihilation, and you survived. You know that hardship won't kill the real you. Your heart is broken open into a deep compassion. You can no longer judge another person's struggle. Your own wounds become a source of healing for others. You can sit with people in their pain without needing to fix them. And you live with a quiet, abiding peace. This isn't the loud happiness of the ego getting what it wants. It's the deep, unshakable peace of the sky that knows it is not the storm. It's the peace of knowing that your true self is safe, held in the heart of God, no matter what the weather of your life looks like. This is the rebirth. It's not becoming someone new. It is becoming finally the person you were created to be before you started building walls and telling stories. The pain you feel is not a sign that you are being punished. It is the growing pain of your own resurrection. It is the sound of the prison bars breaking. It is the death of the ghost. And it is the beginning of your true life.